Not all vitamins are good in excess, especially after 60. Welcome back, friends. Today we're talking about something that might surprise you. Those little pills in your medicine cabinet, the ones you take faithfully every morning. Some of them might actually be working against your leg strength without you knowing it. I'm not here to frighten you. I am here because I care about your mobility, your independence, and your joy in movement. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to our health after 60. Let's explore 5 vitamins that, when imbalanced, might be secretly weakening your legs. More importantly, let's talk about the simple adjustments that can help you stand strong again. Let's start with vitamin number 5, vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine. It's in many multivitamins and is sold on its own as a supplement for nerve health. A little story for you. My friend Martha started taking B6 for what she called her senior moments. 3 months later, she noticed she was stumbling more. Getting up from her favorite chair became harder. She thought it was just age catching up. What she didn't realize was that too much B6 can actually damage the nerves in your legs. That tingling sensation when you get up. The slight wobble when you turn. It might not be just aging. It could be B6 overload. The trouble is that B6 builds up in your body over time. Many supplements contain 100% or more of your daily needs. Add that to what you get from food, and you might be overdoing it without realizing. So what's the right approach? First, check your supplements. Anything over 100 milligrams daily is generally too much for adults our age. Second, focus on getting B6 from foods like bananas, potatoes, and chicken. If you're already experiencing tingling, weakness, or balance problems, talk to your doctor about testing your B6 levels. The good news is that nerve symptoms often improve when you reduce excessive intake. Vitamin number 4, vitamin D, is fascinating because both too little and too much can affect your leg strength. Picture this. You're getting up from watching your favorite show, and your legs feel heavy, like they're not quite responding to what your brain is asking. That could be a vitamin D issue. Most of us know that too little vitamin D weakens muscles. That's why doctors often recommend supplements, especially for those of us who don't get much sunlight. But here's what many don't realize. Excessive vitamin D can also cause leg weakness, muscle pain, and those midnight cramps that wake you up. I see friends chasing higher and higher vitamin D levels, taking 5,000 or even 10,000 IU daily without testing. They think if some is good, more must be better. Unfortunately, their legs often tell a different story. The sweet spot for most of us is keeping blood levels between 30 and 50 nanograms per milliliter. Not sky high, just steady and sufficient. What can you do? First, get tested before supplementing. Second, if you do take vitamin D, stick to your doctor's recommended dose, usually between 800 and 2,000 IU daily for most adults our age. And third, pair it with vitamin K2 and magnesium, which help your body use vitamin D properly. Remember, moderation is wisdom when it comes to this sunshine vitamin. Vitamin number 3. Vitamin A is essential for vision and immunity. But too much can actually weaken the very structures that keep us standing tall, our bones. Let me share something that happened to my neighbor Frank. He was taking a daily multivitamin, plus a separate eye health supplement that contained vitamin A, and eating liver once a week. One day, he stepped off a curb, not a fall, just a normal step, and felt a shooting pain in his shin. The small fracture surprised his doctor until they looked at his vitamin regimen. Excessive vitamin A competes with vitamin D and can weaken bone density over time. Weaker bones mean increased risk of stress fractures, especially in weight-bearing legs. The hidden culprits? Often it's those specialty supplements for eye health or immune support that contain high doses of vitamin A as retinol. Combined with a multivitamin, you might be doubling up without realizing it. How much is too much? For adults over 60, anything consistently above 3,000 micrograms or 10,000 IU daily raises concerns. The solution is simple. First, check all your supplements for vitamin A content, especially the form called retinol or preformed vitamin A. Second, if you take multiple supplements, make sure you're not doubling up. And third, favor food sources like carrots and sweet potatoes, which contain safer beta-carotene that your body converts to vitamin A only as needed. Your legs carry you through life's adventures. Let's keep their foundation strong. Vitamin number 2. Vitamin E is marketed as an antioxidant superhero, fighting the effects of aging. But when it comes to your legs, too much might be creating a different story. Have you noticed bruises appearing on your shins or thighs, with no memory of bumping into anything? Or perhaps you've worked in the garden one day, only to find your legs unusually sore the next. Here's why. Vitamin E in large amounts can interfere with blood clotting and reduce your body's natural inflammation response. While that sounds good in theory, your muscles actually need some inflammation to recover and grow stronger after activity. I learned this while talking with Susan, who had been taking 400 IU of vitamin E daily for years. She noticed her legs weren't bouncing back after her daily walks. Simple housework left her legs feeling weak and achy for days. When she reduced her vitamin E to just the amount in her basic multivitamin, her recovery improved within weeks. For most adults over 60, getting around 15 milligrams, 22.5 international units, daily is plenty. And you can get that amount from foods like nuts, seeds, and olive oil. Supplements offering 400 IU or more are simply too much for daily use. The wisdom here? Let food be your main source of vitamin E. If you do supplement, keep it modest. Your legs will thank you with greater strength and resilience. Our final vitamin is different from the others. With B12, the problem isn't taking too much but getting too little. Vitamin B12 deficiency is surprisingly common after 60, affecting up to 20% of us. Yet it's often missed or mistaken for normal aging. Let me tell you about my own experience. At 67, I started noticing my legs would feel unstable, especially when walking on uneven ground. Steps became challenging. My doctor initially suggested it was just age-related decline, until a blood test revealed my B12 levels were significantly low. As we age, our bodies produce less stomach acid and intrinsic factor. Both needed to absorb B12 from food. Common medications like acid reducers and metformin can further decrease absorption. The result? A slow depletion that gradually weakens muscles, damages nerves, and affects balance. The signs appear in your legs first. Unusual fatigue after walking short distances, a sensation of heaviness, tingling, or that feeling that your legs might give way beneath you. These aren't inevitable aging symptoms. They're often signs of correctable B12 deficiency. The solution starts with testing, particularly if you're over 65 or take stomach-related medications. If your levels are low, your doctor might recommend sublingual B12 supplements that dissolve under your tongue. For severe deficiency, B12 injections work wonders at restoring strength. Don't accept weak, unreliable legs as your new normal. B12 is one of the most easily corrected causes of leg weakness in our age group. There you have it, friends. 5 vitamins that can affect your leg strength after 60. Let's review the wisdom we've gathered. First, more isn't always better. With vitamins B, 6, D, A, and E, moderation is key. 44th. Second, with vitamin B12, many of us need more as we age, not less. Don't mistake a correctable deficiency for inevitable decline. Third, test before you supplement. Your blood tells the truth about what you need, saving you from guesswork and potential harm. Fourth, favor food sources when possible. Whole foods provide vitamins in forms and combinations your body recognizes and uses wisely. And finally, be patient and consistent. Your legs have carried you faithfully for over 6 decades. Give them time to respond to the positive changes you make. Remember, we're not aiming for perfection, just better days with stronger steps. Small adjustments to your vitamin intake today can mean greater mobility and independence in the years ahead. What vitamins are in your cupboard right now? Let's talk in the comments. And until next time, stand tall, step confidently, and keep moving forward with wisdom.